So hi everybody in the Mosaic Justice Network. It's Neil here from Barnabas in Manchester. We're a Christian homeless charity based in the heart of the city. And obviously things have looked very different for us during lockdown. We were open right until we possibly could, helping rough sleepers access the emergency accommodation in the city and the hotels that the government made compulsory for anybody who was on the streets to go into so they could self-isolate. But unfortunately, we had to close our drop-in because it's just too small for us to do social distancing. So that's meant that we focused our efforts on a partnership with a local church in Mars Platting, Church of the Apostle. And from that venue, we've been cooking meals for those guys who are in the hotels, doing up to 300 meals a day. Our team have kind of turned everything on its head and moved out of our drop-in to do that. But also, as part of this response, we find ourselves working alongside the council, alongside GMP, alongside the NHS, alongside loads of the other charities, some of the big housing providers and some of the other charities in the city, to help with this whole response to COVID-19 and to see the guys and girls that we work with get off the streets. It's meant that we've ended up playing a key part in the partnership. A lot of people asking our CEO Yvonne for advice and for help. My support team have not only been supporting the people who are in accommodation, but also members of the teams and the other charities who just want a listening ear or somebody to talk to. A lot of anxiety, a lot of fear out there. The guys that we deal with and with people who we're working with alongside to help respond to this crisis. So for us as a Christian charity, we get to bring peace. We get to bring the Lord's wisdom. Often we have opportunities to pray with people who profess no faith and those who do, which has been a real key part of our work during this lockdown period. So things look very different, but in some respects they look very similar. We're staying true to our faith. We're staying true to what Jesus asked us to do to serve the most vulnerable in the city. So that's just a brief update from what's going on here at Barnabas during lockdown.